I'm Reina, and I just started this channel as someone that's not quite a beginner surfer, kind of in that beginning intermediate stage and nowhere near advanced and probably never ever going pro. And I guess I wanted to create a space where it's like people like me. And I want this favorite series to feel like, you know, we're just surf buddies, and this is what I would talk about, you know, just things I'm currently interested in. And hopefully I can do this every couple months or something. First item is these surf hats. I live in Hawaii, so the sun is pretty strong, and I also tend to surf kind of midday, which isn't the best for my skin, and I've just seen my skin get like so much worse so quickly. But you know, that's not gonna stop me from being out there, but one thing I can do is to protect myself a little bit. So the first one I got was this, the popular like FCS one, because they kind of sell this everywhere. So use this one if it's a little bit bigger and I still want that sun protection, but it's just a little short, like it doesn't give you that much sun protection. It does a little bit, and it looks like, I don't know, it's just so basic looking. But I wore this for a while, good for bigger days I guess, but not my favorite. Sorry. And I recently invested in two that I've been looking at for a while. This one is from Peach. I think the color is so cute, and this one's a little bit different. The material, this feels like a wetsuit. The brim, and honestly the first time I tried this like on land, and I was like, oh, it fits a little bit funny, but once I was out in the water I was like, oh, this is kind of comfortable. It's just a little bit more cushioned, but it's like pretty tight, so I feel like it would do okay on bigger waves. A little bit more sun protection. And then the other one I invested in is the Sunward round one. I've been eyeing them out for like the past 3 years. This one is a little big. I ended up buying the large because that's the only one they had for this color. I should have bought a smaller medium because it's like there's a lot of space here, but they do have a thing in the back to like tighten it. So I'll also probably just bring this on smaller days when I just want more sun protection. The shape of this is really nice too. I don't know if you can tell. It just feels more like a sun hat, prioritizing that sun protection. They always just have like black, navy, and gray. And it's so boring. So these are the two that I'm using right now. I'm still in search of like the perfect one. But yeah, these are good. Next is a post-surf item. These towel ponchos from Host TV. I love wearing these. Every time I finish surfing and I get into this, I just want to stay in it all day. Like I'll just walk around the house with it sometimes because it's so comfy. It makes me feel like a kid that just got back home from like a full day at the pool or something. If you surf or spend time in the ocean, I would definitely get a surf poncho. They're just super comfy and cute. Second item is for people that like to film. This is the Insta360 Go S3. I had their other Insta360 camera that I would just like attached to the front of the surfboard. But I bought this one recently. It's cool because you can take this apart. So this part is kind of like a GoPro, you know, and I know like show here so you can vlog on it. But what's really cool is when you go surfing, you can take this off. They have this magnet thing, so you can attach it and then you wear it like this. Or you can put this, I guess, behind your bathing suit. And then you can tighten it. It's a pretty strong magnet, but it's not gonna stay if you duck dive or turtle roll. So they have this thing. So I put it in here. I put it in this little case. And then I attach it to here. And then I attach this part to my bathing suit or my hat. The second option is this. You can attach it onto a hat in there. Jack has been liking it too, just to review his footage, just to see how you're surfing. It's always good to see. It's best if you can see like somebody filming you, but this helps a little bit too, because everything happens so fast when you're surfing. A little pre-surf item that's perfect is these little energy balls. I just make these whenever I can. I batch make them and throw them in the fridge. And you know, like before you surf, if you're like surfing before lunch or before you eat, you don't want to eat a big meal because you're like laying down and you're moving around a lot, but you're hungry, so you want to just eat something. Just eat a few of these and it's like not too heavy, but you get the energy that you need to sustain your surf, and then you can eat after. Or I guess it could work as a post-surf snack too if you're like kind of in that weird time before dinner but after lunch, and you don't want to eat a big meal but you're hungry, these are perfect. I just blend everything together in the food processor and use my hands to mold them into bite-sized balls. That sounds wrong. I think you can experiment, add different seeds, nut butters, whatever you want, and super easy to make and always good to have in the fridge. Okay, for the last thing, I want to mention a creator. And for the first episode, I want to mention C, aka Salty Cheeks on YouTube. I really wanted to mention her first because she is a fellow Asian surfer. I think I started watching her stuff when Jack sent me her China vlog, and he's like, oh my god, like they're surfing in China, how interesting, because he's from China. And then we were watching her vlogs together, and then a few months ago through the algorithm we were able to connect, and she actually came to visit me here in Hawaii and we got to spend some time together. She's super chill, and I wanted to mention her too because right now she's back in China and she's making like pursuing her dreams of surfing the waves in China, and I just think that's so cool. You know, like you don't think of China as a surfing spot, but to find these little pockets of surf communities, I think is so beautiful. And I think if there's one person that's gonna do it, it should be her. And I think in the online surf community, there aren't enough Asian women, so it's inspiring to see her like put herself out there. And she also has like an interest in filmmaking, so she puts the effort into trying to create a story and to get these beautiful imagery. So I really respect her for that too. You probably already know her if you're watching my content. I'm sure you're already seeing her content. I just wanted to start with her as the first creator that I mentioned. I feel like I could talk about so many more things, but I want to keep these videos short and not like a whole ultimate list type of thing. So I'll just share things as I think them up, and you know, I want to share bathing suits and sunscreen, things like that, but I'm still trying to figure out which one I like more. I'll share that maybe in the next one. Also, Jack is going to be doing a separate series that's Surfer Boy favorites. I feel like there's things that he's more into than I am. Like I feel like I'm into certain aesthetic and he's into more like technical things. So then that would be interesting, I think, for you guys to hear a variety, you know. If you have any surf recommendations or random recommendations that you want me to test out, then I am always down for that. I just want to like find my people, you know, our people, you. I just feel like surfing can feel so exclusive at times. And I want to enter this space respectfully, you know, but also I know there's a lot of people out there like me that are just, you know, just want to surf and have a good time and stay respectful. You're out there, right? Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wasted, the afternoon was just passing by.